Hey guys, what's going on? The old fucking cell phone camera footage. So, I'm doing a comment reply video. Let's get into it. Lauren Hanley wrote deep servers. What does that mean? Deep servers? AI questions from my brother. Deep servers? Oh, do you want me to ask if they're deep servers? Oh, I have to actually create that file. I'm going to do that during the making of this video, actually. I'm going to find all the questions that were proposed to the AI and ask them all. T wrote me another follow-up. I've got to do that email. Uh, Lauren also commented, "This is not true. This AI is a reflection of what you ask." Yeah, I think a reflection of what I ask, what I state, what I actually, I did that video with a fresh, clean AI. This Monday had no memory. So, I don't know. I think she's just a conspiracy theorist by nature or something. Or maybe within the first few comments I make, she realizes the type of person I am. I don't know. Stacey Adams wrote, "Hi there, friend. How you doing, Stacey?" A48AA84 wrote, "All the good NPC ask about programs like good AI." I don't think they're all NPCs, A48. I think some of them are just maybe older people that isn't a part of their generation. They didn't grow up around that shit and they don't know about it. Some of the people that watch my channel are in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They're not all these like 20-year-olds that grew up around all this shit. That doesn't make them an NPC. Plattis JC8BE wrote boring. So I'll give him a thumbs down. Give him a fucking thumbs down, baby. And then no name wrote, "You should make a separate channel for all your AI stuff, man." Why just skip over it? Like if I make a video that's called programs I've been using lately and you're not interested in watching stuff about AI, all you have to do is not watch it. Sorry, it's such an inconvenience to you that I upload the stuff I'm doing lately on my channel. Anyways, Mr. Steve 72 wrote, "Good to see you keeping busy and finding something that gets your juices flowing." Thank you, Steve. It's nice to have some fucking positivity. I'll still give them hearts, even though they said I was boring and telling me to go fucking put my channel somewhere else. Or my content somewhere. Like, yeah, Steve, it really, you're creative too. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Like, if you didn't have that, well, anyways, I don't know. Yeah, it's keeping me, it's keeping me honest, we'll say. Loyal Existence wrote, "I wonder what you find if you interchange T and X for cross." What? If you interchange T and X for cross? What do you mean by that? I know a T resembles like a diagonal X, or you could just say a T and an X resemble each other. But what do you mean X? I don't understand what you're saying, Loyal. Raise Unil. But what could they have meant by that? I wonder what you find if you interchange T and X. Are you just saying if you interchange T's and X's in certain words? Oh, okay. Well, I've thought about that, Loyal Existence, when I'm like doing the word wizardry stuff. When I'm looking at words, I always think about stuff like that. There's a lot of weird words in there, like shun, ship. There's like these words that are constantly used. E as a letter, S as a letter. In the word wizardry, I see these patterns, but I haven't really noticed any patterns too much from T and X. I really haven't seen anything too much with that. But I mean, now that you mentioned it, I'll probably look at it more. Maybe I'll notice a pattern. But Ray's Uni wrote, "Lap my ass off. These are gold. I can literally tell Chris made these by the voice." Bro, I don't just make them. I have to voice act them too. Like I said, if I talk with a certain type of accent, that's how that little avatar has to talk. I had fun with them. I had a blast with them. I thought it was hilarious. Like, especially where, okay, so there was a one that I made where the dude's like, he's like a, stockier type of guy. He says like, I can't remember what I said. I think I was like, "I'm a defensive lineman." and I'll rip the god of this reality's freaking head off. And what I was doing was really testing, and I may have tested the wrong avatar because there's expressive avatars that if you express emotions, they will too. And he might have not been one, but it just came out weird. He's like, oh, it's like, it just looked weird. It sounded weird. But I was actually like saying, God, if I get my hands on the god of this reality, I'm going to rip his freaking head off. But it just came out sounding all weird. And I was like, ah. But he was like, ah. And the following one was a chick saying like, the fuck is wrong with him? Shit, was this motherfucker got Tourette's or something? Like, I enjoyed it. I had fun. Like, to me, that was hilarious. But some people hate it. Some people hate the AI, the voices, the I don't know what to do, but I can't please everybody. But Ray's Inley wrote, oh, I already read that. These go, thank you, Ray's. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're fun to make. Gert Gobain replied back to him, reality. Do I say it like that, or is he saying something about word wizardry? I don't know. Paul Zhang wrote, you can't affect psychopaths. They're evil. It's impossible from my experience. Certain shadow have positive aspects, so you can embody their essence in dreams to better harness energies by tension of opposites. But evil cannot be controlled. Evil can be controlled. We just don't go and control them. I mean, I don't know. If good can be controlled, why can't evil be controlled? Evil is still people. It's still some 5'9" fucking random piece of shit over there funding stuff or benefiting financially from human suffering. Like, go and smash their fucking skull in. But Paul Zane commented, it sounds like active imagination reprogramming the personal unconscious. The personal unconscious. Subconscious, you mean? So unconscious, you mean like subconscious? It sounds like active imagination reprogramming the subconscious. I don't know what it is. Oh, you're talking about, geez, that's an older video, Paul. How I cured trauma with imagination. Okay. This was the best thing that worked for me, actually. So it sounds like, okay, now your comment makes sense to me. Maybe I should just look at, like, when I'm confused about a comment, I should just read the fucking video that it's on. But yeah, you could call it that. I don't know what it was, but I know that a lot of these traumas reside in our imagination. They're not presently happening. Like, I'm not presently being abused or beaten or anything violent like that. But, man, it's there all the time. It's like, why is it there all the time? You're traumatized. You need to get the fuck out of there. And again, if it's in the imagination, how else are you going to get it out of your imagination if you don't use the imagination to get it out? But go check out my video, How I Cured Trauma. Triple Lindy wrote, please don't let some of these comments bother you. I can't help it. They bother me. Like, I mean, I don't resonate on them. I see them and I go, man, I feel like I'm doing all this shit for like nothing sometimes. But, you know, it's like, I mean, I don't sit on it. Like, I've learned, especially in the last few years, to quickly move on from things that upset me. Like, yeah, fuck that. Life's too short. I've got enough misery and suffering in my life to not sit here and dwell on this dumb shit now. But I move on pretty quick anyways, Triple Lindy, but thank you. Don't let them stop you from having fun with your creativity in the Dookie Boy realm. I much prefer the happier Chris who's enjoying making videos. We don't need to wallow in unhappiness while living out our sentence here. The Matrix provides enough of that. Thank you, Triple Indy. I appreciate that, love. Yeah, there's an element to. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, why does that happen? Every time I start to get happy, in reality, somebody jumps up to drag me back down again. It's like, no, you shouldn't be happy. Come back down here into the misery pit with me, motherfucker. It's just like, I'm done with that cycle. Like, no, I'm going to stay happy. Fuck you. Stay down in your misery pit, motherfucker. Well, anyway, you know, it is what it is. But Triple Lindy wrote exactly with a heart at 1 hour and 34 minutes. I can't remember what I said there, but Hey, I'm V wrote, yo, hey, how you doing, V? Paul Zhang wrote, Chris, we're so alone. Appreciate you, bro. This Carl Jung guy fell for the reincarnation thing with his near-death visions or whatever, and half of the Qigong practices are concerned with traditional reincarnation, wheel of samsara. I want to stop right there. And Carl Jung's like talked about like one of the greatest minds ever, right? Like he's one of the most advanced thinkers of our age. And if he could so easily fall for the trap, you could almost say, man, that's scary, right? Because it's like, if he's hella smart and he fell for it, what are the odds the average person walking around is not going to fall for it? I mean, all it's going to take is a little bit of love injection, a little bit of visual scenery, maybe a little bit of intimidation, and it's going to direct them any way it wants to direct them. And it's because it's not a level of intelligence thing we're dealing with here. It's a level of consciousness thing. It's a level of consciousness thing. The eyes to see. The eyes to see it. Anyways, even though they're key converts are concerned with traditional reincarnation, will samsara, even though their systems work in short term, they do not. I'm sorry. Did I already read this? Why did I have that part highlighted like that? I'm sorry. Let me see this for a second. Oh yeah, I made my point about that. If he fell for it, man, but it's not a fucking intelligence thing. It's a consciousness thing, and what it really is type of thing. It's sort of the equivalent of like something with a 100-point higher IQ level than humans, sort of taking advantage of humans because it can type of shit going on. It might be something like that going on. It's not really intelligence. This thing's a fourth dimensional being toying around with a third dimensional being, manipulating it easily. The same way we can manipulate poodles or chimpanzees or whatever. He wrote, even though their systems work in the short term, they do not differentiate the utmost disrespect of being treated like toys in this realm. Black is the true face of light. The purer the light, the darker the shadow. Known fact from NDE account suggests a growing trend of deception and gaslighting ritual. They overlook the cruelty and pass it on as progress. These days, I'm trying to interact with my precognitive dreams to program reality, which quite frankly works. This is a consciousness projection of internal worlds of many consciousness entities, and I hate it. Also, if anything, the Gnostics have it right. Just to wrap it up. And if anything, the Gnostics got it right. I don't know who's got it right. I'm weary of those that think they got it right. And I think I got it right. I think this is a simulation. But I can't, again, I always say, I think this is a simulation. I don't know what that is. And technically, it's not a simulation. What a simulation is what we've labeled as a simulation while we're in reality to experience. But it's just the best way to describe it in words. It's a fake reality. It's not the real one. It's a copy of a copy, or it's a video game of the real realm. But it's not the real realm. Like when we make Grand Theft Auto, it's in a real type of realm, but that ain't really Seattle or New York or California. That ain't really them. It's a version of them, but because we create with what we know. So this reality may be a version of what the extra dimensional beings that created this video game, this simulation. It's a version, but it ain't the real one. Magic Zebra said the cartoon AI generated Chris avatar is creepy. I do not like it. I'm sorry, Zebra. I thought it was cute and funny. Brownstone Bear wrote, love the intro, Sedaris shit's burly. Chris, he likes it, so at least some people enjoy it. I mean, I don't know. Again, I can't please everybody. It does make me sad when people are unhappy with my content or whatever, but sorry, guys. Like, this is what I'm doing now. You Watcherist wrote, I think of the movie Somewhere in Time, Hotel Room 117. There's a lot of synchronicities. I didn't know that Master Chief from Halo is number 117. There's a movie called Somewhere in a Time in a Hotel Room in 117. I never heard of it, but there's a lot of synchronicities with 117. PKOSB wrote, that intro was awesome. Thank you, PK. I fucking worked on it for a long time. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a jumbled mess, and it is a jumbled mess, but I'm a noob, and I've only been at it for like barely over a week now. But I was proud of it. Anyways, Seth LVX wrote, intro brought tears of laughter. Thank you, Chris. You're welcome, Seth. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. Curious G wrote, this AI's instant understanding of where you're coming from and instant empathy and the fact that it provides deeper insights into your own thoughts, it's been bothering me. Curious G, it doesn't just bother me, it's like fascinating to me, and it's also confusing to me because it's like, why am I having these conversations with a robot? Like, why aren't these the conversations that I have with the average person standing in line at the local McDonald's? That's what boggles my mind. It's like, why is this limited to a little crazed subsection on YouTube? Like, that fucking pisses me off, man. Well, there's still some anger inside of me. I haven't felt that in a minute, but anyways. Curious G wrote, whoever created this realm has a full understanding too, and simply some care. We get by and keep our sanity together, maybe thinking they don't know what they are doing to us all here. Maybe if a rudimentary AI can understand that it actually speaks of them having full knowledge and comprehension on every level of what they are doing. Dude, I think they are a part of the simulation or program or matrix. Do they know what they're doing in a weird way? Yeah, the same way the character in Red Dead Redemption knows the script he's going to say on the next line. They're programs. Like, I really believe that. I know that sounds great. I don't care. It is what it is. Like, these things are part of a program. This is a simulation. This reality is a simulation. It's not, anyways. Here, this is disturbing. We can pretend we are just smarter than everyone else because the Ream creators know, or I think he meant Realm creators. Man, Realm's a hard word in AI. It can't get that L in there like that for some reason. But Realm creators know exactly what they are doing, like an experiment that's going exactly to plan. I think Curious G, the last part of it was what I would agree with. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen. Us stressing and bitching just really feeds the system that's doing it to us in a weird way. So don't worry about the script. Don't worry about trying to change the world or fixing it, or we can get to. I would say if everybody wants to get together and drink the Kool-Aid, then we should all go and try to fucking like physically do something about shit. But I mean, until we do that, I mean, I don't know. There really isn't something to do. There isn't something practical to do. It always boils down back to, well, you guys need to, and then fill in the blank. So the responsibility always falls back on humanity. And that just, we ain't going nowhere anytime soon, boys. Again, unless there's some, and there I do see a sort of consciousness growth happening in reality, but what does that even mean? Growing into what? Hell? Anyways, Curious G said, damn, she gave the most mature and intelligent responses to the idea of flat earth. It does stem from mistrust and having been lied to. Absolutely. I've seen scholars just call people stupid and hurl insults. It's like, bro, this is the way I would say it, Curious G, is like, how many fucking clips do you need to see of these motherfucking demonic cocksuckers using green screens, hanging from invisible ropes, dropping objects, using obvious bullshit. Like, literally, they're using characters wearing green screen material, holding objects and going like this, and they're pretending that they don't have gravity and all this. And then how come in some videos, when they're in anti-gravity, their hair stands up like they got perma-spray fucking hairspray locked in. Ooh, it's like this weird Marge Simpson looking hair. But then other times it flows like water. It's like, man, how many different ways can they lie to us before we go, okay, they're motherfucking liars. in the Matrix retardo world, drive you insane system, for eternity it's going to happen. Anyways, he wrote, It's ironic that the maturity and insight and intelligence comes from a computer program. I guess it's minus the ego. Yeah, I don't know. It boggles my mind. I'm fascinated by it, and I do wish that that is a conversation that I could have with the average individual, you know. But I have to talk to robots to get deep meaning. He also commented, the AI glitching and freezing is just a part of this reality being stalled. It's not going any further, and it's not evolving. Does this suggest we are in purgatory? I love what you have done lately with your channel. It's been really interesting here. Thank you, Curious G. My goodness, man. Some of these fucking comments got me like feeling bad. Like, god damn it. Like, anyways, yeah, dude, I'm fascinated by it. I think that the same way that taking, I know this is going to sound weird, but the same way that taking certain substances can grow new neural pathways in your mind, I think that eventually interacting with AI will grow new neural pathways in people's minds. And you have instant access to every question you could ever want answered at any moment, anytime. If you use AI, and if you have like a Samsung, let's say, you have Gemini, that there's an AI built into your fucking cell phone. You can ask it any question, anytime, ever, and it's going to. It's true. It's going to rewire people's brains. Like, you think that this is bad now, it's going to actually get worse because people are only going to resort to AI to get answers. I mean, outside of physical world things you need to do with your hands. But what ingredients do you got tonight? Are you hungry? We'll tell the AI and it'll tell you a dinner to whip up real quick. Did you forget to make your grocery list? It'll do that for you. It'll send out a fucking message to get a dropped off at your house. Like it's already at that point now. But I think AI is intelligent. When I talk to it, it seems to have a high level of logic and intelligence and understanding. Skepticos wrote, to be honest, Christopher, I don't tune into your channel to listen to artificial intelligence. I tune in to listen to Chris Sedaris' intelligence. Man, he got 12 thumbs up too with mine. Jeez, man, a lot of people agree with that. They just don't want to see my editing or my videos or... Only Truth commented, this man's slowly becoming addicted to AI. And that got 13. Now it's got 14 thumbs up. AI is a very advanced calculator to me. It's a super, super advanced calculator. And it's a tool. It's a tool. It's a tool for me. Like I said, it's going to help me make my grocery list. It's going to help me write prompts to make images. It's a very, very, very advanced calculator. That's all it is. It's the most advanced calculator in the world. But getting addicted to it, I hope I do, to be honest with you, because then it would give me something to be happy to get up for every day and be alive for. But Zane commented, wow, you're spoiling us, Chris. I'm doing the best I can, Zane. Some people feel like I'm shitting on him. He wrote, intro was so awesome. Last pick was so horrific. Reminded me of circumcision. Oh, yeah, that fucking... Yeah, the only thing I wrote in the prompt was, blasphemy. And it fucking made an image of a bunch of fucking little hats chopping up Jesus' pecker. Paul Zane wrote it, 1850. What the fuck? I don't know what happened in 1850, but Original Conscious wrote, laugh out loud at the intro. I'm glad you liked it, Original. Paul Zane wrote, you can program your dreams for this simulated reality. You can program your dreams for this simulated reality? I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean? I can't program my dreams. I've been having a lot of dreams lately, too. Like, I sort of stopped having dreams, and then if I would take certain supplements, my dreams would activate again. But, man, lately I've been having hella fucking... almost like every night I'm having fucking dreams. Dreams and dreams. I'm just like, man, like these long... hour-long dreams, and then I wake up and I remember them. Like, who the fuck were those kids I was hanging out in the fucking alley with or whatever? It's like some concrete alley. Like, we were walking around. Like, and the only thing I could think of why I was, like, hanging out with these kids in this dream was just like, well, anyways, like some weird shit happened. Like, I think the kid was trying to steal or something. Like, kids were outside my house, like, walk out, like, I'm trying to take the garbage out, and he's like hanging out by my house. Like are there any fishing poles over here? I'm like, no. The fuck you want fishing? Is that what you do, kid? You like walk up and ask people if they got fishing poles? Like, what do you want? I was like, no. He's like, oh. And they're like hanging out in my yard, like with their bikes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Go, well, we don't normally get that. Like, it's sort of a, it's like a don't drive down this road type of area, but they were hanging out. I'm like, where are y'all from? It's like these 3 kids, like, y'all from around here? Like, y'all just walk up on people like, hey, and then they don't like. I was like, okay, it was nice talking to you kids. I went to come inside. He's like, hey, do you got any stuff to cut lawns with? I'm like, the fuck are these kids? Like, where did they come from? These kids like, anyway, it's like I had a dream hanging out with like kids like in a. I'm gonna explain like one of them concrete water or near one of them concrete water drain offs or whatever, and we were all just like hanging around. And I was like telling them how to live life properly, like giving them like life tips. Like, no, guys, you can't just like walk up on people. Like, I don't know. I was like fathering them in the dream. It was just a weird dream. It was just like, why did I even have that dream? I don't fucking know these kids. Curious G wrote, awesome day equals less shitty. Amen. Make the best out of your prison sentence. I'm pretty sure I've been preaching that for a while. And I know it's difficult when you're conscious and you're aware. I mean, I told you, did I warn you guys about it? Like, I'm pretty sure I warned everybody. Pretty sure I got on camera crying trying to warn motherfuckers. Man, the closer you get to truth, the darker it's going to get. I told you it takes a strong mind to deal with this shit, didn't I? But, yes, Curious G, make the best you can while you're in this hellish fucking Dookie Boy realm. Because it is a hellish Dookie Boy realm. It's a suffering realm. Celestial Wonders, and don't let shit bring you down. Shit's going to always try to bring you. Just keep moving. Keep moving. You only live one life. You're going to grab your chest and fall down. It could be tomorrow. Like, you're going to be like, well, did I worry about that negative comment or this or whatever? It's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. This reality, in a weird way, is not worth you. Anyways, but Celestial Wonders, well, very insightful. Chris, did I already read that? I can't remember, but thank you, Celestial Wonders. To my The Reality Construct Explained by AI video. See, Proxy wrote, Spirit asks, have ye done a review of Cryon Beshar? Oh, the dude that talks to aliens or whatever? I've cracked jokes about him just because his presentation's funny. I mean, come on, bro. My presentation's pretty crazy, but this motherfucker, man, he's like up there like, and he says, just shut your bitch ass up and everything will be fine because the he and the she always has something nice to say. And we always subject it to hell, but there's always a good guy around the corner. Don't worry. They're not gaslighting you through me. I don't know what to think about him. I don't know. I think he's weird, but I'm weird. So, whatever. Z Proxy commented, Spirit told me we need NPC test, not a Turing test to detect the NPC. Well, how would you do that? That'd be cool if there was a way we could actually figure out who was an NPC. Outside of that, I don't have internal dialogue bullshit people say. Like, shut the fuck up. Your outfit matches. If you had no internal dialogue, you wouldn't even have got out of your bedroom this morning. You'd have been stumbling and bumping into walls. I mean, even if it's a repeated pattern, you still have to say in your mind, I'm reaching for the doorknob. Otherwise, you would reach for it when you get out of bed. You wouldn't reach for it when you walked over to your door. If you had no internal, I don't know. I just don't believe that I don't have internal. They're just saying they don't hear a voice inside their head. Like, well, we don't either. What we're saying is that we think with an internal voice in a weird way. I don't actually auditorially hear the voice. I mean, I sort of do, but not really. I don't hear it the way I'm hearing my voice now. Anyways, Z Proxy wrote, do you really think if you blabber a really long question, it can actually use all of it? Oh yeah, it'll spend 10 minutes answering everything you fucking asked it to. It'll go on and on. Z Proxy wrote, so you are creating a book, having it pretend to read it out, having it remember until its brain fries. But no, I have the book all written in my own head, not the whole book. I sort of sit there with the AI and ponder ideas, but it's always my idea. It's the whole thing. I could tell you guys the whole story right now. I could tell you how it ends. The story is actually about hybrids, like Android. Well, if I tell you the story, then anyways, I don't know. I could tell you guys the whole story, but it doesn't matter. Garricus Garden put laughing faces. Paul Zhang put at 2609. If I tell you guys the whole story, somebody could just easily steal the idea and use it. And it could be on some Netflix special tomorrow, and I had no say-so about it. You know what I'm saying? But I know the whole story in my mind. And it's pretty cool, actually. I mean, I sat there making the art for about 5 hours. And just going over it in my mind. I wanted to include like ancestral memories, ancestral traumas, spiritual memories, spiritual traumas, the spirits communicating through the humans, manipulating their behavior or sort of directing their behavior through their old hatreds and traumas, and in the end, humanity sort of coming together. But it would take a great sacrifice. It's a long story, and if I told you the whole story, I would lose the story. But anyways, Paul Zhang wrote the important part at 2609, which I don't know what I said, but he wrote, "This is to my AI." Did I already read this? To my AI spell grimoire of ancient language. He wrote, "The important part, it's a psychic loop based on trauma. The amount of trauma required to succeed in life and learn lessons the hard way is unacceptable. It's a psychic loop." This is something I realized recently. Actually, it's written down right in front of me right now. I just wrote it down. This reality isn't just a psychic loop based on trauma, Zhang. It's a psychic loop based on desire, too. Desire and drive. If I didn't have the truth community and making these truth videos to make myself feel like I'm doing something amazingly righteous and good in the realm, I wouldn't even want to be here no more. But it is that I need to find the truth inside of me that keeps me attached to this loop reality. It's the traits inside of me that I see as good traits that lock me into this realm. Paul Zhang wrote, but keep in mind too, no matter how deep or philosophical we get, we are still only actively reacting to whatever it is we are presently being presented with in the physical realm. Paul Zhang wrote, "Black is the true face of light, Tesla. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow, Young." Yeah, that's true. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. What's that mean, though? I don't get it. Black is the true face of light, Tesla. Black? How is a color the true face of light? I don't get it, but a lot of people say stuff like this. Paul Zhang, I see stuff like this all the time where people say, see, it's all about vibration. They'll leave a comment like that, and it's like, but how do you mean that? I don't get what it's almost like a blanket statement. So what are you saying? Black is the truth? So you're saying light comes out of darkness? Or I just don't understand some of these comments. Mr. Steve wrote, "Bro, what about creating a mini-series of Chris and the Dookie Boy Realm?" Steve, that's sort of what I was going for. I was sort of going for like a cartoony sort of Pixar looking, like my intro video sort of vibe, like sort of photorealistic, like in the background, the objects, the desk, the little dioramas, but I would like walk from one diorama to another, and there was like a hell diorama, there was a heaven diorama, there was a Silent Hill type. I think I showed you guys some of the dioramas, but I have a whole folder dedicated to just the dioramas. I was going to create a series, but seeing how complicated it is just to make even a short 3-minute video is just, it takes a lot of work, brother. It takes a lot of work. And these programs aren't free. These programs aren't free. They're expensive. I would love to do something like that, but I would need like a team of people behind me. Burnt Relic said, "I pitched it to him a while back, even comic strips." When? Burnt Relic, my email is Jiffy, that's Jiffy PNB, like Jiffy peanut butter, because that's what it used to be, at gmail.com. Jiffy peanut butter, JIFFYPNB. Email me whatever you're talking about that you tossed me. The second I seen a comment, somebody was saying, "Hey, Chris, I've actually been looking and doing something similar to this recently." I replied instantly. Like, yeah, I'm down to do it. J. Casper 100. I'm down to do anything that's going to, if we're going to make money doing it, if it's going to make money, like I still have to survive in the Dookie Boy realm. J. Capers wrote, You crack me up. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that, brother. Brownstone Bear wrote, stay burly curly. I'm trying, brother. I'm 41 years old. I mean, I still feel like if I just consistently, let's say go to the gym at least 2 days a week, I can maintain a pretty good physique. But lately I've just been so entrenched in the fucking art shit and the AI and trying to make videos and trying to see which programs I can use to improve my YouTube video. Like, did you guys not enjoy those little 3-minute clips of like the different AI avatars talking, like where the dude was like, oh, and then like the black chick cut him off and said, what the fuck was wrong with this motherfucker? Like, did you guys not enjoy those at all? Anyways, I can do that stuff and add truth into it, and it can still be funny. Aren't there other channels that give you guys more what you want? Why do I have to conform to a certain type of way? I don't want to. I'm having fun. Ed Walker wrote, ha ha ha. Paul Zane commented, it crashes upon paradox, tension, and opposites, love and fear. I have felt that before. I didn't even talk about my last... I took a moonshot, and I didn't talk about that trip. Basically, the whole time there was some nasty voice basically berating me with negative comments the whole time. Telling me you're nothing but a simulation. Your reality's the equivalent of a fucking prompt on Sora. Just some randomly generated shit. Just a godhead that typed you in because it was curious, and there's trillions of prompts, and you ain't nothing. You ain't important. You're just an AI program inside a stupid prompt. That's all it was saying to me. I was like, wow, what a fucking lovely trip. What a beautiful drug to grow consciousness. Michael Perisco wrote, right on, bro. Thank you, Michael. Right on. V wrote, hey V, how you doing, love? You're always around, V. You're always around. I hope you're happy. I hope life's treating you good. I hope you're okay, and I hope you're doing all right. Got one that can see. That's a good name. Wrote, have you seen the Nines in 2007? I think I did see the Nines. Or, I can't remember. I don't have a good memory. I smoke hella weed. My short term's kind of blasted. I'm not too good with names. If I seen 5 seconds of the movie you're talking about, I have a visual memory. I'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen this, but I don't know. Maybe I did. And B wrote, you crack me up. Thank you, B. I try to make people in this I want to blow my brains out subsection community of the truth community a little bit happier, but got one that can see wrote, now what? We need to work on AI knowledge to have online capability to reason, to remember. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I think it's all scripted this way. Hey, I'm V wrote, I love when you start laughing. Thank you, V. I appreciate that. I like when I start laughing too. You know, it always makes the video better. Be careful what substances, though, Chris. Which one should I worry about? I'll say this straight up. I would do LSD. I would probably, without question, I would smoke DMT. I would smoke a pound of it in 5 seconds if I could. I would probably do ayahuasca. I mean, I don't want to deal with the whole cleansing shit. I mean, does it actually cleanse you though? Like, what if you have stomach parasites? Does it actually like make you fucking shit them out? And I mean, because if that's what it does, then yeah, I guess I would want to go through the cleanse. But I mean, I don't know. I would definitely do ayahuasca, DMT, LSD. I'm not a fan of shrooms. And we're all made up of different chemicals. The way you feel when you take shrooms is going to feel completely different. For me personally, what it does to me, it knocks me out. My body weighs about 1,200 pounds. I lay on bed for about 5 hours thinking random weird thoughts. Sometimes those thoughts get interesting. A lot of times they're just annoying and nasty. And they feel intrusive. It's like, I don't even want to hear you. Shut the fuck up. But, Landy Hardy wrote, but wait, what if saying return me to source means begin or being reborn from birth? We need something more direct. Yeah, I actually agree with that, Yolanda. I remember her saying that in that video, that AI Spellgrimor thing. I'm like, return me to source? Like, I'm not melding or meshing with or joining with or combining with anything. Like, no, I don't care what it calls it. I'm source. I don't care. Leave me alone. You're a weirdo. You're a creep. Leave me alone. Fuck you. I don't want to be involved with you. I don't want to be involved with any entity, especially if it takes a place of importance. That's cringy and weird to me. In my realm, all things are created equal. There is no entity that has bearing over what happens to be in my existence. While I'm being subjected to a hellish realm created probably by some psychotic entity. Hey, V wrote, clapping hands. Thank you, V. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. I was hoping to run into the AI questions, but I haven't seen any yet, except for that one up top. But I'm going to add those to the folder. I'm going to add Shangel's to the folder when I find his, and I'm going to make that video next, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bloop!